Hey, what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here with some more fun with FIFA 10. And today's match will feature Lazio versus Bayer Leverkusen. Now, I did mention this match in my last video, which was Valencia versus AS Monaco, which I had mistakenly called Roma in that video, but yeah, this is the other Champions League game that I am looking forward to, and I figured I'd do a game about it. As you can see, Lazio in the sky blue, Bayer Leverkusen in the red. Now, Leverkusen look dangerous in playing the ball down the wings. They also attempt to overload one side of the pitch and switch to play. And they also look to push a host of players forward when attacking. As you see, Simon Rolfs is the featured player here. He's the right central midfielder. And as you can see, the Leverkusen has a 4-4-2, and I'm just looking at my lineup here to see if there's anything I want to change or not. Which I decided to change my formation here to go from a to the default, which is 4-5-1, to 4-2-2-2. I'm sorry, it wasn't the default. I think that was just the formation that I had in there. As you see, I replaced Lulic with Louis Saha, which is former Manchester United player. I always like putting at least one defender on my bench just in case something weird happens. So I don't even have Lulic on the bench. Though he is a pretty good player in real life, just not on this game. And I'm trying to screw around with this thing, where as you can see there, I was better off just leaving things alone here, so I just switched back, but I figured what kind of partnership Saha and Klose make up for it. Miroslav Klose, of course, is the German international, former Bayern Munich player. But yeah, I wanted to come up with a similar formation to combat Bayer Leverkusen against. And the weird thing is that Serie A used to have 4 places in Champions League as opposed to Bundesliga with 3, but then the coefficients switched where Germany ended up having 4 Champions League spots and Italy with only 3, so it goes to show just how popular the Bundesliga is becoming. As you can see my lineup there.
This really should be a cracking match. Can't wait for the action to begin.
Don't be fooled by the term.
I'm getting used to playing the 4-4-2 and the 4-2-2-2. I used to play the 4-5-1 a lot. You see Dirdiak and Kiesling up front for Leverkusen, which I forget what club Dirdiak plays for now. He's one of those journeyman type players, but Kiesling is one of the more important players that Leverkusen has.
Look at this, they've not picked him up. He's in on goal.
See right away, Saha with a decent shot, but hit the crossbar.
Oh, he caught him napping there.
My only complaint about Lazio is they do look very similar to Manchester City in terms of colors. But then again, I actually don't mind Lazio a lot more than Manchester City became a big club, so I really don't mind this as much. Another team I root for too is Celta Vigo, and they wear the sky blue as well, so I think it's just a matter of Manchester City kind of put a bad taste in my mouth in regards to that color, but it's not that I don't like all teams that wear it. Like I just said, Lazio and Celta Vigo are 2 prime examples of teams that do wear the sky blue that I actually like. So, as you can see here, I committed the corner early, which is kind of weird for me. I don't usually commit... I usually don't commit corners, though, which Leverkusen just completely blew that. One thing about Lazio is I really liked the uniforms last year. They had this big eagle across the front part of the shirt, which I thought looked really awesome. Unfortunately, they didn't keep it this year, but I actually like the way they looked last year. See, the ball got set there. Saha putting some early pressure on Leverkusen. As you see here, I kind of had trouble getting going here early with Lazio. See, Barnetta just got bowled over. I think if I actually had cards in this game, I would have definitely got a yellow there. But yeah, I don't know why, I just didn't get my bearings going in the early portion of this game here. Now as far as the partnership is going here, there's not really much of a partnership. Saha's been pretty much doing most of the work so far.
Trying to come out with the ball.
Roberto Hilbert with the ball. Hernandez with a nice win there. Candreva, another important player for Lazio.
Oh, now they have picked him up here.
Close a little bit slow there, though, so that would have been an excellent pass. Actually, that was an excellent pass, but... Okay, let's see.
Well, that's a good decision.
Closer with the armband.
You got it right. He's offside.
Again, that's a questionable call. I don't think I was offsides, but computer felt otherwise. And another bad tackle. There's another thing about this Lazio team. They just did not do a good job tackling their opponent. See Kiesling with the free kick here. Always dangerous with a free kick, which luckily I was able to get my thing. And as you see, I'm having a lot of trouble getting out of my own end here. See Candreva fighting for that ball. I love that individual effort there. Matuzalem pretty much could have gotten that opportunity. I should have done a rainbow shot there. And you see Closer finally getting a goal for Lazio. It took a while, but it's weird. He wears number 25 and he scored in the 25th minute. I thought that was pretty cool.
The ball arrives. Know how to finish.
Miroslav Klose just can't miss today. Every time he shoots, it's a goal.
You see Wolfs had the ball early there. Torluca with the former Tottenham Hotspur player.
He's got some skill. They've pushed quite a few players forward.
Candreva did pretty decent with the ball here, I do have to admit.
Saw that coming. Bearing down on the penalty area.
Could have put a little bit more power behind that shot.
The keeper has made a wonderful save, but he'll know that he was lucky.
But yeah, in real life, I don't know who would be considered a favorite here. I know Lazio finished third in Serie A while Leverkusen finished fourth. But I'm not sure exactly who has the upper hand here. I'd like to think that it's Lazio, but Leverkusen got some pretty good players too. To be honest with you, I think this would be considered a toss-up match. As you can see, Candreva rewarding his efforts with a goal here, which I was really glad to see him score because he really did work his pants off in this game. Now, there's one thing I do have to say about this video offhand is you're going to see quite a bit of odd goals being scored, as you're going to see here pretty soon.
Doesn't miss much back there, does he?
Okay, that probably could have been a foul against Wolfs there. Oh, I forgot about Michael Ballack being a part of this Leverkusen team. He was pretty much a non-factor in this game. Closer probably should have done a better job there. I see my total shots there, 10-2.
And they didn't have much to aim at.
3 goals on 10 shots, that's not really among my better games, offensive efforts so far. I usually get a lot more goals on 10 shots. Which I don't understand why Closer didn't shoot there. Of course, Werner Adler was able to scoop up that ball. Another German international.
Laid out by the keeper.
It's amazing Kiesling doesn't get caught up to the German team more, because he's a decent player. Okay, I think this is a goal coming up. Saha comes towards the box, and he tries a rainbow shot. And Adler just could not get enough of that touch, and they were able to keep the ball out. And I'm actually surprised I didn't consider that a known goal, but I don't think he made enough contact with it for the game considered a known goal by Adler. But needless to say, Saha gets his second goal of the game and in turn gets Lazio's fourth of the half. Which is easily going to be my lowest scoring first half so far since I've started this segment. See, I tried another rainbow shot there, try to get my 5th goal. And there it is, it's the end of the first half where Lazio is beating Leverkusen 4-0.
Created chances, and the finishing, well, it's been top class.
You get to see some of the highlights here. Nice goal by Shahar. Leverkusen is actually beating me on possession, which is the first time since I started this segment. But I can't honestly say I can argue with that, because I did spend a good chunk of my time on my own end of the pitch. Okay, Hernanes with the ball right here. Let's see, whoa. There's another one of those odd goals I was talking about. That's actually happened to me before, but this is the first time I've actually recorded it. I'm not sure if that's whether be considered a great shot or a lucky shot by Hernanes there, but hey, I'll take it. Not every day you get to see the ball knock off the post and hit the goalie in the back and chip a win. That's pretty cool. It's a good way to start the second half.
He's made a great run here. Clear chance.
As he closer there, Bailey was able to get that chip shot in, scoring his second of the game.
They've been very, very good scorelines.
I've noticed ever since I started recording this Friendless FIFA 10 segment, I've been really good at starting the second half off with a bang. Because normally when I play on my own time, I have a hard time getting the second half going. As you can see, Gonzalo Castro getting replaced by Stefan Reinhardt. And there's got to be another substitution made, which I don't understand why they didn't make a double substitution, but... And that was a bad foul there. See, Michael Papadopoulos coming on for Stefan Kiesling, which I kind of find that surprising. I thought Kiesling was one of the better players on here for them. You see here, Leverkusen's piling pressure on me, what he's trying to. Defense did a good job there. Bad pass by Kondreva there, or attempt of a pass. Manuel Friedrich, another player you don't hear too much about in this game. Closest should have buried that shot.
He needs some help from his defenders. Scaloni.
Lionel Scaloni to Marzalem.
Making himself difficult to mark here. They don't know who should pick him up. Can't afford to take any chances there.
Nice to see the center backs are doing their job for Leverkusen, trying to keep me from doing any kind of final touch opportunity there.
Trying to find a way through. Just dropping a little deeper here, looking for space.
And that was just a bad pass. I see my momentum kind of died down after those two quick goals to start off the second half.
Claims the ball.
Of course, Papadopoulos trying to make an impact on this game for Leverkusen. And there's got to be one more substitution they're going to make. Which I haven't said this before, but... Oh, that was a funny goal too. I forgot about that. Stankovic really didn't try to do anything there. He was just happened to be right there when the center back tried to clear the ball. Hey, another break. I'll take it. Joseph Tadic coming on for Roberto Hilbert, another striker. So there's going to be Dirdiak, Tadic, and Papadopoulos up front for Leverkusen. Now you can tell whenever the other team is going to make a substitution because you'll see those arrows that's right by the clock up on top of the HUD. Right beside the HUD, I should say. Stankovic with a quick-fire double there. Must have been filling it after that lucky bounce.
Really has had his work cut out today.
That's 2 goals for him now. Just so difficult to keep quiet.
Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Rome derby yet between Lazio and Roma. I'm still trying to decide on that yet. But it's definitely among the more fierce rivalries that you see in Italy. And I can't remember offhand who Leverkusen's big rival is. I have to look that up, but... I think it might be Bayern Munich, but I'm not positive about that.
Now, how about this for a run? Matuzalem!
Trying to do a cross there, ends up going right to Chorluka.
Coming away with the ball. Stole the ball there.
And you see the kind of sloppy passing right there.
Here's Ballack. Can't afford to lose the ball like that. Let it get away from him. Looking for an opening.
I think there was going to be a handball called on Leverkusen. If I would have let the player touch the ball, then I would have found out. But I think that was a handball, though.
It'll be a corner, won't it? Yes.
But the game must have sensed I was getting an advantage just keeping the ball, so they decided not to call handball on it.
Forward. He's taken the defender on.
And this is scary right here too. It's just Papadopoulos and Konko right here. Which Konko just completely messed up that one. I was very lucky that Bernetta didn't shoot there, else it would have been 8-1 Leverkusen.
He's trying to play his way out of trouble.
But this has just been a weird game. It seems like I've been getting a lot of breaks here in this game. Except the only time I didn't was that questionable offsides call in this first half. And it's closer with his hat-trick. Can't say it wasn't deserved. He started working hard, especially in the second half. Which Klose ended up being in the second half, pretty much what Zaha was in the first half, being the workhorse of this Lazio offense. Getting close to the end of the game here. Bernetta getting a little bit fatigued.
In this game out wide. Close. There's a real attacking
Kendreva, I don't know what he was doing there. Trying to pass here. Stankovic is probably should have buried that there. I don't know why. There's like close earlier. He was close like that and should have just chipped it over the thing instead of just shooting it straight at Adler. Oh well. Can't say he didn't try. And right here I'm trying to chew the time up. There's 4 minutes of stoppage time here.
Not taking any chances.
Of course, I don't know why he passed it to the goalkeeper. Which just ends up turning calamitous here. Almost. Very nearly end up getting turned calamitous here. Especially right there. If I would have got an own goal there in stoppage time, I think I would have been upset. Thankfully, Marchetti was in positive game there. Which I don't understand what was going on there. I mean, it's very simple. Keep the ball in your own half. But here it is, a 9-0 final, and this is the second game I've played where I actually scored more goals in the second half than I did in the first half. Of course, Wolfsburg versus Eintracht Frankfurt was the other game where I scored more goals in the second half than the first.
EA Sports, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
See some of these stats here. Got 2 assists on 9 goals, 78% accuracy. Nearly 60% of possession. 3 fouls against me. Passing 82%. I kind of find that a little hard to believe. I thought it would have been worse than that. Which, I don't know why I keep on pushing the wrong button there. To toggle. It's circle, not R1. Klose and Zaha with the 2 assists. So it goes to show that they did form a pretty compatible partnership too, even though it seemed like one seemed to dominate over the other, but overall no complaints about this game. I thought it was a pretty good game. I was able to keep another clean sheet. That's the most important thing. And but like I said before, this should be an interesting game to watch in real life. I know it was a pretty challenging one to play here, so I think Lazio still has the edge, though. Leverkusen is a solid team too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them advance to the group stage over Lazio. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it I have to say about this video. So, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys again next time.